Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 2312 Lyric Avenue in Los Feliz, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Patrick Walsh. The main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing my examination today from this 4-inch clean-out access we found here off the back of the structure under the lower end deck. It's basically right in the middle of the back of the structure here. You'll see there's a trench still from where they have recently replaced this. A couple of things of note right away. This clean-out is further from the structure than would be standard. Now they have installed what's known as a two-way access so that you can go both back towards the building and then also out through the sewer line. Standardly, the line, the clean-out itself will be here closer to the structure as your pipe is exiting the building. Another thing of note you'll see here, we got a 3-inch cast iron pipe coming out of the structure. They increased it to a 4-inch pipe, which is fine, but down at the lower end we're going to see a section of the original 3-inch cast iron left in service, so it reduces back to 3-inch, which is not allowed. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the camera and push down towards the street below here. Since we can see the rest of this stuff, no reason to send the camera backwards. Now, a lot of this pipe is exposed. In other words, it's about out above ground, what we call daylighted. Ideally, it would have a minimal coverage of earth to protect it from the sun and the elements. But at a minimum, I would suggest at least painting the pipe to help protect it, because the sun can dry it out, make it brittle, and have issues with the pipe breaking more easily if somebody were to run into it or trip over it or something like that. So what we're looking at here is a 4-inch ABS plastic. This is a modern plastic piping, so this is typically what you're going to see when they upgrade a sewer line. It's a pipe material that has a very long service life expectancy. It has a very smooth inner surface, which allows for very high washout capability. And then these plastic pipes are also intended to be impervious to root intrusions. Alright, so we came down, ran across the back of the yard. Now we're dropping steeply to drop down the back hillside down towards the street below, and you'll see here a short section of white PVC pipe. Now this is a short section of 3-inch pipe that's been put in to reduce the diameter of this plastic pipe so that it could be connected up to that original 3-inch cast iron pipe. That is not something that is allowed. Any reduction in a drain system is never approved, so this shouldn't be here. But more importantly, you'll see here as we get into this about a 5-foot section or so of this original cast. It's heavily root intruded, and so it's failed, which is why they replaced the rest of it. They didn't replace all of it. So they probably should have dug another 5 feet or so deeper here down by the street to where it levels off and connects up to what we refer to as the lateral pipe, which is the 6-inch pipe that comes from the public sewer near the middle of the street up to the property. So right here at 44 feet where the line changes from cast iron to looks like a concrete piping material will need to be replaced from the reduction there at the end of the plastic. Alright, so as we drop into the 6-inch lateral pipe here, we are looking at a concrete pipe material, and we're seeing quite a bit of debris build up here in this section of the line. There's some roots coming in at the joint areas of this concrete pipe. That's a fairly common condition in these older lines, but it is a maintenance concern. Normally we're suggesting that these root intrusions can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings, but if they're left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in the system and potentially damage a pipe. And as we continue along here, we've got pretty significant root intrusion through here. You can see we're really not able to see the pipe itself too well. Come around this turn, this is our drop into our public sewer at about 60 feet or so. Another thing about the concrete piping, City of Los Angeles is requiring rehabilitation of these concrete laterals under the street with an approved lining system at the property owner's expense if certain types of permits are pulled. So that may mean that this sewer line was not permitted either. It's typically in the case where they're replacing the sewer line, they want to see the lateral, the city being they, and if it's found to be concrete, would require that it be rehabilitated with that approved lining system. So that is something that may have to occur based on that ordinance, but at a minimum it definitely needs to be cleaned so that it's going to drain normally, that debris can wash out, and then it'd be a good idea to go ahead and have a follow-up examination done once these repairs are performed. We can see that concrete lateral a little bit better. Now, if the plastic pipe is replaced and the concrete lateral gets lined, it would be less important to look at it a second time. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.